If you think just because you vote for communism or socialism and it gets into office, that any of us that took that oath are going to blindly follow it, it's going to get very ugly very quickly for you. Yep. Because I will not follow. I will not acquiesce. I will not bend my knee for communism or socialism. And I can guarantee you, I am not the only veteran that feels that way.
Yeah, Donald Willinger wrote, the American experiment has proven to be the best in the world.
Well, yeah, everybody's trying to get here. They're not trying to get to China. Right. They're not trying to, swim across the Atlantic to get to France or anywhere. They're trying to get here.
Yeah.
And people got to, like I said, don't vote Democrat, don't vote Republican, vote American.
Yep, I agree.
American values. There's nothing wrong with that. You've been told for years now that being an American is horrible, that you're an oppressor, you're a racist, you're a homophobe. You're not. There's nothing wrong with having pride in your country, pride in your history, and defending that. And we got away from that. We need to get back to that. Defend your country.
Amen. I agree with you 100%. Let's go to one last slide, and then we got to go to segment 2. What's on? Oh, was that the last slide? No, there's one more. So Jerry Brown Robinson, so this is important. So it's a federal immigration law that, so it says, looks like there's a law that forbids immigrants to enter the U.S. if their intent is to overthrow the government. Mandami is one of them. Ilhan Omar is another one. So yes, federal immigration law explicitly states that any immigrant whose purpose is to engage in unlawful activity or to control or overthrow the U.S. government by force or violence is inadmissible to the United States. Under the Immigration and Nationality Act, any non-citizen who is inadmissible if consular or border officials have reasonable grounds to believe they seek to enter the country to engage in, any activity, a purpose of which is the opposition to or the control or overthrow of the government of the United States by force, violence, or other unlawful means. So those are people like Mandami. Those are people like Ilhan Omar. All of these illegals that have come into our country that are senators, congressmen, and so forth, they came here with the intention to overthrow our government and to use violence if they can. That's why these people need to be removed from office. They need to go to jail. They need to or deported back to their respective countries. I know Congressman Brandon Gill in Texas is trying to get rid of Ilhan Omar, take her back to Somalia. Guess what? Somalia doesn't want her. And then Zohar Mandami is from Uganda, and so is his wife. They don't want him either. And Barack Hussein Obama, I don't think he was born in this country. I think he was born in Kenya. They don't want him back either. So it's interesting, but they need to get back there because they intentionally came into this country. Barack Hussein Obama intentionally came to this country to undermine the United States government and to undermine our civil liberties and our freedoms. And that's why I know President Trump is coming for these people hard. He's not going to tell you. I know we're all patiently waiting because he's only got 2 more years. But big arrests have to happen. I really hope that Todd Blanche goes after Barack Obama, goes after the people that have tried to vehemently hurt our country and go against our country. Let's say you get the final word for next time.
I think the first thing we need to do is make a law that unless you were born in this country, you can't run for any political office. And then number 2, if you are in political office and you're spouting anti-American platforms or you're promoting anti-American values, that there should be an avenue for you to be removed. Like a recall vote or another vote, especially something to get you out of office.
Well, the thing is, I would piss off people that came into this country legally.
I don't care. Don't care. Be pissed off. If you're pissed off, go back to your country. It should be a privilege to run for office in this country. And that privilege should only be extended to those who were born in this country by parents who were born in this country. End of discussion.